Alright guys, so I want to do a quick video for you guys about these SpyPoint cameras. I put a written review on our website, fallobsession.com, reviewing this exact same camera, the Link Micro LTE. But I recently had an issue with a couple of these with them no longer transmitting. Ask around and stuff like that. Some other guys said they have the same problem. Some say they just turn it off, turn it back on again in the field, and it works fine. SpyPoint's recommendation when you contact customer service or look at the website is that you take the camera somewhere with internet connection to check the firmware and do all that kind of stuff. So I pulled these cameras out of the field and I took them home, which is very inconvenient, I know. And yes, it was a firmware issue. The firmware had to be updated, which is extremely easy. But I wanted to kind of give you guys a tip because SpyPoint says on their website that you need to have the camera somewhere with internet access. There's a way that you guys can update the firmware and do all this without pulling your camera out of the field. You can do it right next to the camera sitting on a tree if you want. But the key is you have to check for firmware update before you leave on your trip when you're still at home and have internet. SpyPoint says that if they're still transmitting, there's no need to update the firmware unless it's a super old version. But if they stop transmitting, go to their website. There is a spot where you can literally download the files. It's these 7 files right here to update the firmware. You put these in a file on your computer, and then all you do is put them on, you reformat or erase essentially the memory card on the SpyPoint camera, put these files on that card, stick it in the camera, turn the camera back on, and it reformats it, and you're back in business. So what you can do, what I have found, is you can download these files to your computer, and then you can bring your laptop out here with you and just take it out there to the camera. Again, reformat the memory card, which there's also a video on their website on how to do that. It is also incredibly easy. Stick it back in the camera and you're back in business. Also a good idea to make sure that your batteries are greater than 35% when you do this. So just a little tip, that's part of owning cell cams, is you have to be prepared to deal with issues like that with the firmware and transmission issues and stuff like that. But we're not, at the time of this video, we're not sponsored by SpyPoint. We spent our own money on these. Honest blue collar opinion, I like them and I think they serve us well. And stuff like this, like I said, it just goes with owning a cell cam. You can either do this every once, maybe twice a year, hopefully, or you can walk in there every single time and pull a memory card out of a typical regular trail cam, you know. So I think it's worth it. But there's a little hack for you guys. You do not have to pull them out of the field. All you have to do is get those files on your computer before you leave and take your laptop with you. So we're going to go get this bad boy back where it belongs.